Do, 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 do. Hey, good morning. It's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum. Hope you're all doing well. It is Friday after Thanksgiving here in the States. And I was just showing off. This is a G-scale box car because it is the train week, right? Because I'm doing stuff. And this is a HO scale. So now you can see the different. This is HO scale, which you may see a lot of the train sets and people have at home and all going around the trees during the holidays, and they do a lot of stuff. But here's the G scale, so you can see the difference, and why I say when kids see these things, they can see them a mile away. So, hey, relative sizing, right? How do you size this HO scale train to this G scale train? So that's why you can't compare. You really can't compare a G scale train set design with an HO set. Because I'll tell you, there's people who do the HO, they do a lot of detail, so it's kind of hard to say how that goes. This is 5 a.m. Mester Scrum. I'm Greg Mester, Agile Coach and Scrum Master, bringing some practical and agile tips and just practical stuff to Agile and Scrum and things you can use in the office and with your teams and together to help get home so you can enjoy the holidays. So maybe you don't have to work on Friday. I still have to work today because I don't want to take off. I got stuff I got to do. And we're going to talk about that a little bit in the show. And just so you can get more stuff done and maybe have some more fun with your family and friends and enjoy the holidays so you don't worry about stuff, like, oh, I got to check email because I'm on, I'm away or I'm on vacation. I need to check email. Oh, and here's another little thing that maybe I'll do on tomorrow's show, but this is something the kids built with Legos yesterday. Eddie wanted me to show it on the show, so I'm going to show it now. He's over there. He stole my phone. Anyway, maybe I'll do it tomorrow as an intro. I don't know. I'm still doing the train thing. So this is episode 130. We're a little bit late. It says it's 7:10 a.m. in the morning. However, I didn't get home from doing all this stuff yesterday until midnight, so I wasn't getting up at 4:30 in the morning to do the show. Sorry. I figured there wouldn't be a lot of people in the office though today. They might be looking at a lot of podcast stuff too. Might be a good podcast day where you're doing an office, no one's there. Plug your phone and put the headset on, listen to some podcasts, listen to some Scrum stuff. I might do that myself because I got a better reception at home than I do in the office. So I got to work, but I got a lot of things to do, and we'll see. So I got two topics today to talk about. Let's just looking into some old as I clean up the house, right? Pulling up some stuff. Talk about user stories a little bit. We kind of referred to relative sizing for the trains because we talked about that a little bit earlier. And, maybe that's a great description. How do you compare one train to another, right? They both got the same amount of detail, but one's really small and it's hard. And I'd tell you, when you get older, your fingers, the arthritis or whatever, makes it harder. I did learn that now I'm referred to as a boomer from my nephew. He's like, okay, he never says that. That's what he's saying. The older people like you, we refer to him, okay, boomer. I'm like, whatever you say. But I'm not a boomer. I'm not in that great age yet. And then just what to do today on a Friday. So, and we'll talk about that, why there's no one in the office. So with that, one of the things I was reading, and there was a comment about user stories, and they said user stories help shift the issue from a written to a verbal format or verbal discussion. And I kind of disagree a little bit on user story. It's not, and that goes to the minimum of documentation, right? So they say, hey, user story format gets you away from doing the written. But that's not really what it does. What it really does is get you away from trying to figure out everything in advance. It doesn't say anything it doesn't prevent anything from getting written. So what the user story does with these key concepts is it allows for the conversation. You remember the three, if you hear this, and there's a lot of C's out there. So 3 C's: card, conversation, and confirmation. So the conversation part. So it's not that they forget the confirmation at the end, right? And the confirmation is in my opinion, the written part. So when you have a user story, it allows you to have a conversation with other people, other mindsets. And the idea is that by keeping it light on the description, where it's just, I am so and so, so that, and I want this so that this happens, right? So I'm Greg Messer. I want to be on TikTok so I can reach the people that call me Boomer in the future, maybe help them out. Maybe a kid's version of Scrum, 5amMesterScrum. Anyway, so with that, you have that story. So now you go, okay, we talk a couple people. So how does that happen? So rather than being a single point or having some studies and groups out there months ahead of time, you get all your people that are in the team and different members that kind of know your software. And you talk about it then and there, right? You get a lot of rapid ideas and concepts of what goes into that user story. Build some tasks that we may lay that out. Build some acceptance criteria so you have this conversation, and in the end you document what your acceptance criteria, your confirmation, and then you all agree that that's what you want. And it's a real rapid thing. So it's not necessarily a verbal replacement. It is causes you to have the conversation to fill in how you want to get there and what should it look like, which is very important for how you're going to do it. So I just wanted to talk about that. It's not a replacement of documentation. It's not a user story. It's not like, hey, we don't want to have any specs. We don't have a list of sample data. All that stuff can go in a user story. It gets attached to it now in the IT systems and all that. But it really just has everybody bring it together. Do we have enough information to answer this? And what does this really mean? Rather than come from one person, it comes from the whole team or a whole team of people, but it happens real fast. So that's one of the things I want to talk about today. And that was just a basic disagreement on not having stuff written, because that is one complaint I hear. People have been told, well, you don't write anything. It's just one liner. That's the user story and that's all the requirements you get. No. That's not what's supposed to happen. What's supposed to happen is basically write that one liner and have some fill in that the team wants. And then you go from there. So that's that topic. So again, this is 5am Mester Scrum. We're a little late today, but we're going. We're going to make it short and sweet because I do have a lot of stuff to do, and it is Friday, and I still have to work today, just like a lot of other people. The other one I want to talk about is being Friday and a holiday, and most people aren't in the office today, right? It's pretty closed, pretty quiet. This is a great opportunity to work on the backlog. If I was a Scrum Master or product owner, anybody working, don't take all day to work on the backlog. Just reserve like an hour. There's not going to be people asking you questions. And going back in the old backlog and just eliminating stuff that doesn't apply anymore, right? I'm probably going to do that today myself. So this is a great time to weed out all that extra crud that's been in there, nothing been used on it and everything. So you want to get rid of it. So it's a great day to do it. So my advice today on a Friday with the holidays, and we got more holidays where there's, people are taking use or lose, and we talked about that yesterday. Take some time off, man. Read a book, and go out and clean out the backlog. This is a great thing for product owners to do. Not a lot of other business people. You're not going to make a lot of business meetings because everybody's busy, trying to make last minute sales or whatever. They're on vacation. It's a great time to just take some time, go through the backlog, and get rid of some stuff. Anyway, that is my thoughts for today and just recommendations. I'm actually going to do it myself. And a lot of times this show helps focus that. So please, if you got a chance, like and subscribe to the channel. Share with your friends. Ring the little bell. And you'll get some stuff. And hopefully this weekend we'll cut some code and we'll do some more videotapes. And did a lot of fun things with the family. And hopefully on Monday, you can send them, hey, let's talk about what fun things you all did during the weekend, the extended weekend, and see how that went. And with that, thumbs up, You all have an awesome Friday. Oh, you know what? Hold on. It's Fortune Cookie Friday. I have one fortune cookie left. Hey, let's do it, right? Give an excuse to go up to get some Chinese food later this week. Get some more fortune cookies. So it's Fortune Cookie Friday. Yay! Come on, Bubbles. You're quiet over there. I got the cat sitting there sound asleep next to me. I had my phone. My boy didn't go steal it. I take a picture of Bubbles, and there's Heart over there sleeping. They're all hanging out. It's kind of funny. They're usually up, and they actually let me sleep in too. I don't know what it was about last night, but apparently they let me sleep in. Here's the fortune cookie. Fortune Cookie Friday opened up, and we have a fortune. Let's see what it says. Take the glasses off so I can read it. How about another fortune? That's funny. I have to go there. Ha! Little secret. Keep your plans secret for now. Keep your plans secret for now. Now, how does that apply to Agile and Scrum? That's a good question. Keep your plans secret for now. Well, I know from planning that I was reading something. Someone's going out there and posting some old quotes and stuff, and they talk about plans and how plans kind of like they're good to know. So your secret, one of the things about planning is that the nice things about having a plan for the sprint planning session, planning week, when we do sprint planning, it gives your team a chance to know what they know is a risky and what's not risky, right? It gives you an identification up to points if it's more risky because you don't know. Maybe there's a lot of unknowns. I always tell people, like I said, I like using 3 points as my middle, and then 2 and 1 are smaller, and then 5 and 8 are higher. And as you mark things like an 8 or a 13, right? Those things, they have a lot of unknowns, stuff we don't know about. And I give that extra time because it may take more group time to figure out a solution to that problem. But I don't know if that's secret of the plans. Maybe it's holiday shopping. Don't tell anybody you're shopping online. I don't know. Think about it. Because one thing in Agile, we don't really keep secrets. We try to expose things like what's going on and bring things to light. And Agile and Scrum doesn't allow you to keep your secrets, right? It exposes stuff. Like if you're not testing stuff in the sprint, you'll find out, right? You'll find out later on the error, right? So, and if you're not really producing or turning stuff over or moving stuff, the metrics and the boards and how we communicate every day, like, it's kind of hard. And everybody talks about daily Scrum. If I have someone tell me every day in daily Scrum, oh, things are good, but I don't have the word done, you can't hide that for long. It's like, well, did you get anything done, right? And that's what I see in a lot of things. It's nice that you're okay, but the real question is, did you get any work done? Did you get what we have on our list we all agreed to and planned to done? So it's kind of hard to keep that secret, right? It's kind of hard to do that. So maybe it's an opposite. It's an anti-pattern. So maybe this fortune cookie, keep your plans secret for now, is an anti-pattern for Scrum and Agile. It'll get uncovered soon enough. So don't even bother keeping them secret for now. So this is an anti-pattern. So the fortune cookie now gives us an anti-pattern about the to Scrum and Agile. So it's not always the same thing, but you got to think out of the box. So keeping your plan secret for now is an anti-pattern in Scrum and Agile. And with that, I'm going to say take care, happy Scrumming, enjoy your Friday, enjoy your weekend if you're off, and we'll see you later. Take care. Bye. See ya. And end. Woo!